The open world of GTA 3 is vast, as you're free to explore anywhere you like. But there are some places you weren't supposed to go. There's one particular place that's not shown on the map. It's not on any of the game's 3 islands. It's not even on any land. It's located floating above the sea. To reach this mysterious place, you'll need to fly the Dodo, which is a notoriously hard to control plane, and the only plane in GTA 3. There's an airstrip you can take off from that's located in Shoreside Vale, and once in the air, hug the cliffside and keep going straight. At first, it doesn't seem like there's anything out there, but keep flying and you'll eventually see this. As if a mirage, a town will suddenly appear out of nowhere. Welcome to the Ghost Town. It's completely deserted, as there are no pedestrians or moving vehicles, and the aptly dubbed Ghost Town has no collision detection. If you try to step foot on the road, you'll just go right through it and fall straight down into blue hell. However, a mod was created that not only makes the ground solid, but it also adds a bridge that connects the Ghost Town to Liberty City. So what is this place, and why is it here? This is actually the location where the game's intro cutscene takes place. This is where your character, Claude, and your partner in crime, Catalina, rob the Liberty City Bank. This is also, of course, the place where Catalina betrays you and shoots you right here.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
It's kind of surreal and creepy, revisiting the alley where you were left for dead. It's like you're a ghost, haunted by the past as you revisit the crime scene. Interestingly, it turns out that the intro cutscene is actually a real location in the game. What's more, the ghost town is more detailed than Liberty City itself. While there's nothing inside buildings, like the Liberty City Bank, the alleyway itself has dumpsters, cardboard boxes, and various pieces of trash littered on the ground. Some of the windows of the apartment buildings even have air conditioning units. Streetlights and parking signs are also visible, and there are vehicles on the street, including a blue car and a Mr. Wong's laundry truck. And parked right outside the Liberty City Bank are 2 armored vehicles that belong to a private security company called Group Sex. Surprisingly, there are even loot boxes inside the vans. Literally. Various stores and restaurants can also be seen, like Joe's Pizza, Trattoria, Brune's, Deli and Pizza, Magazine Shop, Video, Birthday Suit, and Pink Pussycat Boutique. With all of this work done, why isn't the city block part of Liberty City proper? Rumors circulated that the ghost town was the 4th island taken out of the game, or that the area was supposed to be a part of Upstate Liberty, a parody of Upstate New York. This was speculated based on a tunnel in Cedar Groves that's blocked off. However, if you look behind the tunnel via a free camera mod, you'll notice that located nearby is the ghost town. Coincidence? What's more, in GTA Liberty City Stories, an additional road inside the tunnel that leads to Upstate was reportedly added. However, the road is closed, and according to a GTA fandom page, the road isn't solid and there's no wall at the end of the tunnel. It's assumed that the road is simply there to give off the illusion that the world is bigger than it is. However, some believe that this is evidence that the ghost town was supposed to be in Liberty City. People even speculated that the ghost town was Carcer City from Manhunt, another Rockstar game, since a radio station in GTA 3 mentions that Carcer City is, quote, nearby.
So I'm sitting here reading the Liberty Tree, and it says, in nearby Carcer City, a good day for law and order as Police Chief Gary Shaver was cleared of corruption charges in a controversial decision by the courts. Let's hope those missing witnesses turn up safe and sound.
It turns out that both GTA and Manhunt are actually in the same universe. To set the record straight, Rockstar did a Q&A in 2012 about GTA 3 to celebrate its 10-year anniversary. In response to fan questions about the ghost town, Rockstar said that the area is meant to be a part of Liberty City, and that, quote, We didn't take an island out of the game. There were only ever the 3. We think what people refer to as Ghost Town is just a small area of a city we built for the bank heist scene at the very start of the game. It never had a name, but we wanted it to be somewhere separate from the Liberty map, and so we built these few streets floating in space and assumed no one would ever find them. We noticed someone built a bridge mod, so you can actually drive there now. Amazing. So that clarifies the purpose of the ghost town, but why separate it from Liberty City? Perhaps the areas in the city didn't suit Rockstar's creative vision for the intro cutscene. Or maybe isolating the ghost town allowed Rockstar to have more control over the scene. They could get rid of pedestrians and add more detail to an area without it affecting the rest of Liberty City. It's also possible that because GTA 3 isn't heavy on story, that the intro cutscene and Ghost Town were created after Liberty City was finished. Rockstar didn't know where the Ghost Town should fit on the map, so they just decided to place it in the middle of nowhere. A YouTube user named Nothing to Do Here Zero left a comment on one of my videos asking about mysterious drones that can be seen in the sky in Payday 2. These drones can be spotted in levels like Hoxton Revenge, Scarface Mansion, Murky Station, and Yacht. A few players online also wondered about the drones and what they did. They don't move, they can't be damaged, and they don't seem to do anything. However, thanks to the help of Payday 2 fan Tom, I was able to learn that the drones are actually remote cameras that players can use. They're only available in certain missions, and in order to use them, you have to buy the camera feed asset in the pre-planning stage. In some levels, it's already apparently unlocked by default, but once you have it, you just need to find a control panel within a level to access the drones. The drones allow you to see where enemies are, and there are multiple camera angles you can select. You can zoom in and move the camera around, but you can't physically move the drone itself. In one of my previous videos, I investigated strange and spooky sounds heard in Forza Horizon 2. It's the most watched video on my channel so far, and in the video, creepy screams can be heard. Most of them are probably just animals, but there's a particular one that sounds like a human.
Can you hear that? It's like a noise. A sound. Do you hear that? A sound. A sound. A sound.
And then there are these strange clanking sounds.
You guys hear that cutting? Hear it? And this is actually giving me chills. But it's coming from over here. Yup.
Someone named Once You've Been Black commented on my Forza video saying that the noises sounded like an engine or metal that they heard in Forza Horizon 4. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to listen to all 700 plus vehicles in the game. I did, however, listen to a few, but none of them sounded like the screaming heard in Forza Horizon 2. When inside a tunnel, the car sounded more like Horizon 2 screaming, but it wasn't an exact match. However, if I had to guess, the screaming is most likely a car engine sound. As for the clanging, your guess is as good as mine.
Cutting. Hear it?
Meanwhile, another YouTube commenter, named Insert Name Here, inquired about something called Horizon 97 and Horizon Super Carnival DLC. Curious, I looked online, but to my surprise, I couldn't find a single piece of information about any of them. I even asked online, but was told by random people that they didn't exist. The only thing I could find about Horizon 97 and Super Carnival was this iceberg post on Reddit. The two items were listed all the way at the bottom of the iceberg, so whatever these things are, they must be really mysterious and obscure. I ended up contacting the creator of the Iceberg Post, Boxfort2, but alas, they admitted that Horizon 97 was fake. They were just trying to pad out the iceberg with more topics, and the idea of Horizon 97, a prequel set in the 90s, came to mind. However, the Horizon Super Carnival DLC may have actually been real. According to Boxfort2, in 2013, a user made a forum post asking what Super Carnival was and why it was in the game's files. However, it's reportedly against Microsoft's terms of service to data mine the game, and so the user got banned and the post was deleted. Microsoft and the game's developers never officially acknowledged Super Carnival, but there are purportedly a few files in the game that hint to the existence of the DLC. The files are either empty or contain content from the Rally expansion pack. Players surmise that the Super Carnival was cut content, and insert name here speculates that the reason may be due to licensing issues. That, or maybe the developers decided to just make the Rally expansion DLC instead. As for what Super Carnival actually contained, insert name here guesses it could have been DLC that was set in a small town carnival in either Brazil or Italy. Some new cars could have included the Volkswagen Brasilia or the Lamborghini Huracan. With Forza Horizon 5 on the horizon, maybe Super Carnival will be included in the game. The latest demo for Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin, was released a few weeks ago. In it, you get to battle the game's villain, Chaos, who wants to bring darkness to the world. If you manage to defeat Chaos, a cutscene will play, in which you find out that you weren't actually fighting Chaos, but rather, a young woman named Neon. Neon then tells her story in this emotional, poignant speech.
This despair that eats away at people's hearts? It's easy to blame a single thing for all of that. It gives people hope to think the world can be saved with a single heroic deed, even if it's never that simple. So I decided to become a sacrifice. I offered myself to the darkness and prayed to become chaos, hoping some band of heroes would defeat me and thus bring an end to this empty dream.
Bullshit.
This is a real cutscene in the game, and it was not edited. Naturally, people have made memes about it, as they colloquially refer to the anachronistic nu metal song as Limp Bizkit. However, the song may not be from the famous rock band, since Shazam couldn't identify the song, so it may actually be original. The timing is interesting though, since Limp Bizkit recently dropped a new single called Dad Vibes after a 7-year hiatus. Final Fantasy isn't the only game with awkward music. In the August beta of Ubisoft's multiplayer sports game, Riders Republic, Coolio's 1995 hip-hop rap song, Gangsta's Paradise, was heard in one of the game's soundtracks. However, for some bizarre reason, the song that we all know and love was replaced by a folk acoustic version of the song. Here it is, as captured by Kotaku's Zach Sweezen. Looking online, it appears that the cover song was performed by a group called Lee Ukulele Girls in collaboration with a female singer named Zeta Lotus. The arrangement itself was part of a 2007 compilation album called Beatrice Artisan Take Me for a Ride, which included renditions of other classic songs. Lee Ukulele Girls goes far back as 2011, while Lotus herself can be seen in a 2006 YouTube video singing Gangsta's Paradise in Paris while playing a ukulele. According to music database website Discogs, Lotus is the granddaughter of Dennis Lotus, a 1950s British singer who also did a cover song back in the day. So it looks like the Gangsta's Paradise arrangement wasn't made specifically for Riders Republic. But the question remains, why didn't Ubisoft include the original Gangsta's Paradise, sung by Coolio? Did they not want to pay for the license? Or was it a way to get around DMCA? It's unknown, but Zuisin said that he never heard the song again during the beta. It's possible Ubisoft read the headlines, ripping on the song, and then decided to pull it out of the game. I guess we'll see if it ends up in the final retail version of Riders Republic when it comes out later this month. Gangsta's Paradise sure has had a strange and unexpected re-emerging as of late. First it was featured in the original Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer, and now this. Gangsta's Paradise. Next thing you know, it'll be in a SpaghettiOs commercial.